All right, my Capricorns, I'm here for your short and sweet message for the second half of November. If you want a personal reading, info's in the description box. Or if you're from my Facebook, just hit me up on the main page. It's easier for me to schedule you guys from there. Let's see what is coming through for Capricorn second half of November. What is the message? Let's see, shall we? Let's see. Daydreams and decisions. So you may be feeling a little bit of confusion here, trying to figure out something that's going on. You may be at a crossroads with a decision to make here. Trying to figure out what is going to be the best way for you to go forward in a situation. Let's look again. Control. Okay. So there's something here that you maybe need to take control of, and this could just be your own path, you know, in a situation. You really need to see something for what it is. It's almost as if this person's eyes are not looking at the problem here, but it's so obvious, right? There may be something here that you really need to open your eyes and see, and it may require a lot of strength, right? This is Leo energy. And you need to embrace something here. Embrace endings, right? This is the world energy. So you may be coming up on a karmic cycle close, which it's autumn. It's typical for this time of year. We're getting ready for winter solstice. Things die away. So you may have learned all of the lessons that you needed to learn from this last karmic cycle. And now you're at the end and you really need to make a decision here. And this decision is probably difficult because it's difficult to just embrace endings or, you know, new patterns of behavior. But this energy here of the Four of Swords is spending a lot of time reflecting, going within. And I think what's happening here is you need to balance, Capricorn. You really need to determine what you want, right? You may be needing to take some time and really get in deep with yourself. Really talk to your higher self and say, okay, I feel like I'm at the end of a cycle here. I can continue to ride this cycle out and go around another karmic loop and have the same miserable energy or go through the same lessons that I just went through, which lessons are never easy. But I've got a choice to make. So this just breathe energy is you just doing that, right? Take a few deep breaths and make a decision here. And it may require a lot of strength to embrace some kind of big change, but it's what needs to happen for this second half of November. You know, going into winter solstice, you want to complete cycles or you're going to get stuck on a whole nother solar return cycle. Whole nother year just going through the same shit. The Tower. So you may have a tough decision here. Something has got to change. This is a universal disruption, right? So you may have a decision here on ending something or cutting something out, but that's that same energy of the world. Walking away from something, moving forward, not staying stuck in a situation where you're not happy or where you've outgrown, right? This is all about you being able to follow your intuition, okay? Tap into that high priestess inside. This is listening to your higher self and saying, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care. I'm going for the new cycle. I'm choosing to evolve out of this, whatever this cycle is, whatever's coming to an end here. I'm choosing to start my next level, okay? And really take control and see things that need to be seen with open eyes and the right perspective. Let's see what this control is. What are we taking control of for Capricorns the second half of November? Take control of your own happiness, right? And sometimes people forget that they're in charge of their own happiness. Sometimes they like to say, oh, this other person makes me so happy, or I'm so happy because of my job. It's like, no, you control your happiness by your internal dialogue and the vibration in which you register at. If you're a miserable person and you're constantly thinking negatively and expecting the worst and just doing the most vibrationally, like judgmental, low level, envious, whatever that is, then you're not going to be in this vibration. You're going to be in a distraught vibration. But when we choose to embrace life and all of the splendors of it with an open mind and open eyes, we can really see clearly. Because then it's like, well, no matter what the situation is or whatever the change is, I'm going to have victory. Here's the Six of Wands. So you need to take control of your own happiness and your own victory, right? And embrace change. Embrace an ending. Ten of Swords. You know, so you may be coming up on a situation here, like I said, you're being called to make a choice. Get out of this Hangman energy, take control, and embrace some kind of a tower, some kind of an ending. What's the embrace? Follow your intuition again. So you're being led to close out a cycle here, Capricorn, this second half of November. And this is because we're all in sync with the seasons and the equinoxes of nature. Okay, and this is the season where things die away, where there's no growth. Right? So if you're trying to breathe life into something that's already dead, you're wasting your breath, right? You can breathe life into something that isn't yet born, and you could nurture that seed for the future. But something that's already deemed dead, no, you're not bringing that thing back to life. So it may be a difficult change. There's a little bit of an emotional unsatisfaction here. Looking back, thinking about some memories, a little nostalgia here. Shoulda, coulda, woulda energy. But really, the end of the day, this change is what is required for you to close out a cycle and for you to get back into this magician energy where it's back to the drawing board, right? Okay, I learned my lesson. Now, what am I going to do differently the next cycle? What am I taking with me? And what am I focused on creating that's going to bring me joy and abundance and happiness and success in the future? So just breathe energy for Capricorns. All right. So prepare for a new beginning. And you know, things end and things begin. And that is the cycle of life all the time. So really consider what your idea is for the future. Really do some reflection here and consider what you are taking away with you as you go in through this tower energy to this new beginning. And Scorpio on the bottom here, this is death and rebirth. Remember that. Things die and things are born again. So let whatever this is that this world energy is trying to close and embrace and breathe, preparing for what it is in the near future that you're wanting to birth. Okay? That's all I have for you. I will be back, Scorpio. It's not Scorpio. Sorry, just in the Scorpio card. I'll be back, Capricorn, in another week or so with your December check-in. Beginning of December check-in. So if you want to hear that, stick around. If not, then I wish you the best.